headlines tonight.
Hello there, and welcome to episode 3 of what was formerly the Not For Broadcast Genocide run, now changed so YouTube doesn't yell at me, to the Not For Broadcast Man's Laughter one. If it works, guys. So, here's what I've had to do. I have had to basically go and recreate the thing. Basically, I had to go and recreate the entire save file on a different PS account, because the original PS account that I did this on, I have lost the password to. Isn't that fantastic? Anyway, aside that, I'm now here in the community root log that we have, which helps me out in figuring out what to do. So I've basically done the exact same thing as the previous time. The only problem is that the only thing I've changed, really, is I've changed the questionnaire questions, the questionnaire choices. Because, spoilers in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In order to kill Charles, aka our son, we need to have a pro-disrupt route the entire way. I forgot to note that. So, I've had to change the questionnaire questions and portray Advance in a bad light. Thankfully, that doesn't really change anything else, thankfully. Regardless, still have a couple more to do, the 3 main headlines. Regardless, let's head in to slot 3, date 15, a late night. You get to the theatre slightly early, and Sam's already there waiting, dressed to the nines. You smile widely as you join hands and take your seat in the private box. You certainly could get used to this. I can get used to this! Okay. The tickets arrived on your doormat on Monday with a typed thank you from Chris. You'll get your passport back soon enough, apparently. The show isn't to your usual taste, a pretentious opera in a language you know for a fact that Chris doesn't speak either. Still, the complimentary drinks sure go down smooth. When the show finally ends, how many bows do these people need? You stand in line to get your coats, and Sam has you in creases with a hilarious impression of the conductor, arms flailing wildly. The couple in front of you are talking about the relocation of people who couldn't pay their new tax bills. So sad. When you get home, you're still laughing as Sam heads upstairs to shower before bed. You notice your 14-year-old son isn't home, and there's a note on the kitchen table in his almost illegible scrawl. He says he's at a friend's house. Okay, what do here? Now, this doesn't really matter towards anything. Although, I'm pretty sure I'd want Charlie to, side with me, so he'll understand my decision with, spoilers again, 3, 2, 1. He'll understand my decision with, not letting him go to Go-Getters, because that's what I need to do to make him side with Disrupt. Because if he goes to Go-Getters, then he'll side more to Advance, and therefore he won't be killed. You see what I'm trying to say here? You'll understand. So I think I'll trust him. I hope, anyway. It's one night. He's got to start taking responsibility for his own decisions sometime. What's the worst that could happen? The next day. Your family answering machine crackles into life. Good afternoon. This is a message for the Winston family. It's Miss Smith calling regarding your son Charles. I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for it, but he wasn't at school today. I had heard from you that he would be absent. I do remind you that we require all absences to be authorized in advance or in exceptional circumstances where parents are in person in the morning. Please see to it that it doesn't happen again. Thank you. Goodbye. I'm just trying to get the same. Just trying to decide. A gentle reminder, day 42. You're leafing through the pile of accumulated posts. Each new bill pulls on your gut like a lead weight until a flash of blue makes you pause. Recognizing the teal advance logo on the envelope, you tear it open. Dear Winston residents, this is your second reminder regarding the Assets and Wealth Redemption Scheme. Please submit your passport to the nearest government office as soon as possible in order to register for the scheme. You cannot receive your share of the national rebate without submitting these documents. You knew there would be consequences, but that doesn't make it any easier. Yeah. So that's a consequence of having to bring Chris outside of the country. It's the fact that we don't have our passport. And he doesn't give it back like he literally said. I don't get it. Anyway, moving on. A tight Christmas. Can't help but crack a smile as you look around the table. The snow has settled on the grass outside. The kids are pulling a cracker while your elderly mother tries to keep her eyes open. You did always have a soft spot for Christmas. You're sitting at the head of the table now, your dad's place. Across from you is Chris's empty seat, probably on a tropical beach somewhere, you think. You catch Sam's eye, who breaks into a smile, clearly thinking the same thing. Even without Chris, food has had to be stretched a little thinner this year, but no one seems to notice. Christmas really can be a wonderful time of year. Look around you and your family. Okay, we do need to do all of this. I'm gonna say, are you having a nice Christmas, Grandma? Your mother smiles broadly at you, just like she used to. Yes, Pat, it's absolutely lovely. Sam softly corrects her. That's Alex, Cassandra. Alex. That's not with us anymore. Oh, yes. And immediately she's back to the frail shadow of herself. I'm gonna stay silent so that gets me. Oh, right, yeah. Your mother, in an increasingly rare moment of clarity, looks towards the empty seat before speaking. Sam, is Christmas not coming? It's Christmas. For fuck's sake! Is Chris not coming? You wink as you pass Charlie a meager portion of potatoes. Sam answers gently. Chris had to go away, Cassandra, but everything's okay thanks to Alex. Your son Charlie, looking to the empty seat, adds, I miss Chris. Frowning, your spouse will to hand on his shoulder. Me too, sweetheart, we all do. You hope Chris will be home by next year. Alright, now I'm going to toast. Stand and raise your glass. Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm glad we're all here. Well, most of us. There are murmurs of cheers and much clinking of glasses. Your daughter, Susie, seizes the opportunity to call to you. You know how you love me? Oh no, what's gonna happen here now, huh? I'm not gonna like this, am I? You know, me and my friends are planning on going traveling this year. Well, I was hoping you'd help me with the money. You laugh. I know it. I'm a mind reader. You chuckle as your 19-year-old daughter rolls her eyes. You wish you say yes without worrying, but now that your mothers have to move in, things are not quite as simple anymore. So just how much are we talking here? Only a few hundreds, he mumbles. I know it's a lot, darling, but trains are expensive. This is a great opportunity for her, and I did always say she should go. Now, I do need to actually say yes to this, because spoilers again, 3, 2, 1. Susie dies if she goes on holiday. So Yeah, but once again, it's gonna happen way later on. You'll understand when it happens. You're right. We will make it work somehow. Current wealth, selling a kidney. Susan's grin stretches from ear to ear. You mean it? That's so great. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The mood soars as Sam puts a paper hat on your head and Charlie takes pleasure in reading everyone's god-awful cracker jokes. The room is filled with voices and laughter. Looking around at your grinning family, your mother whispers, your father would be so pleased. You dab your eye with a napkin and you feel very lucky. That's Christmas. Next thing on the docket, well, day 72. A long weekend. Okay. Why does your zip on your damn case never close? It's your anniversary. Every year you and Sam go away for the weekend, usually camping. You're not made of money. You've been looking for it for ages. Finally getting some time alone together where you can forget about the noise of life. No kids, no work, just a bit of romance and some peace and quiet. The zip finally gives up the battle and you drag the bulging suitcase down the stairs. The answering machine is blinking on the hall table. Good evening, Good evening, Alex. This is Mr. Bozeman. I'm calling to inform you that you will be required to work this weekend. Your heart sinks. Some information has come into light concerning the rising tension between our nations and foreign powers, and the National Night News team will be working around the clock to ensure we break the story first. Needless to say, I will expect your attendance tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. sharp. Have a pleasant evening, Alex. Shock turns to annoyance and then fury. What are you going to tell Sam? Sam comes downstairs, brimming with excitement. Kissing at you, they grab the car keys from the dish and start to load your bags into the back. I mean, fuck the news! Who cares about the news anyways? What matters is family. Message deleted. What was that? Cumber's voice from behind you. Nothing important. You reply as you put on your coat, adrenaline coursing through your body. Grabbing Sam around the race, you practically slam the front door. Might as well enjoy your time off. You're gonna pay for it on Monday. Oh god. One weekend later. When you get to your work Monday morning, you get some sour look from your exhausted colleagues. A note sits waiting for you. The immaculate script is blood red. I am very disappointed, Winston. Was it worth it? Was it all worth it? Yes. And now we've lost money. Fantastic. Right, what's next? Permission slip. Oh, here we go. There we go. What's his money? Your son, Charlie, hovers at your elbow as you read. Do you find yourself striving to achieve? Are you an active member of the team? Do you like reaping the benefits of cooperation? Join the advanced go-getters today. Forwards together. This doesn't sound like the youth club he told you about. Charlie grabs the flyer from you and thrusts the form into your hand. So I can walk there straight from school and Ben's sister can drop us home after, so you won't have to do anything. Alright, we need Charlie. Charlie needs to side disrupt, as I said earlier. If you really have not been playing this and you've been spoiled all the time, then can you please just stop? Basically, we're gonna refuse to sign the permission slip so he can side disrupt later. Refuse to sign the form, please. Sorry, mate, I don't think it's the right place for you. You hand back the form gently. What? This is so unfair. Why? I know it seems that way, Charlie, but you'll understand soon. Yeah, he'll understand. Trust me. If he doesn't understand, then I don't know what the hell's going to be on with him. A profitable partnership. Okay, this is where we're actually going to be able to gain money. Even though we're pretty poor anyways, but I don't think we can do much about that anyway. After a particularly long day at work, you come home to find the post sorted into piles, as Sam has been taking to doing recently. Most of it's usual rubbish, but a letter with the increasingly familiar advanced logo and urgent respond immediately plastered on the front in a correspondingly urgent red font grabbed your attention. Dear Winston residents, this letter is to inform you that the advanced government has taken another step forward in our fight for equality. By nationalising the largest private corporations and redistributing their resources among the citizens of this great country, the Partnership Bonds programme ensures that the wealth created by the people is delivered to the people. You don't remember this being in the manifesto. Bro, our character actually read the manifesto? That's surprising. Every household will become a partner in one of 3 carefully selected institutions, chosen by advance for consistent high performance and financial security. Please note, all returns are based on public opinion and cannot be guaranteed. Please select one of them. So I guess, considering the fact we're going to, we do need some money to, like, exist anyway. I don't think it's going to be enough to override our current financial situation, but it'll handle it. So, we're going to do Eye of the Beholder because Helen McCantry Boatshoe is the person in them, and she increasingly just dies. She increasingly just proceeds to die and die and die in those adverts. So I hope. You never know what's going to happen. Alright, crippling debt. Thank you for making this decision. Please return your form using the envelope provided. You will receive a report of your partnerships in 3 6 working months. It seems even advanced can't defeat the quagmire of governmental bureaucracy. Just how much influence could you have? Well, I'm the one picking the adverts for the news. So, yeah. Next is 142. The Mysterious Omen. You put your obligatory cup of coffee down on the desk. Working nights always messes me up. Bloody clock. As you sit, slightly dazzled by all the strange, you notice something that has been left on top of the control panel. It's a flyer with some sort of symbol, bright orange line, shape of a fist. It's vaguely familiar. Someone's trying to tell you something. Huh. We'll figure out what that means eventually. Alright, day 153, The Tempest. Here we go. Oh, hi, Bozeman.
Good evening, Alex. It's Bozeman here, your boss. While you're powering up and getting the adverts loaded, I thought I should just tell you that we've had one of those public information films from the government, and it's mandatory that you play it. You still have a free choice for the other 2, so read those tape labels carefully, but make sure you play the advance advert, preferably at the second break. Right, that's the lot. Have a great show. Total pimp. My God, that weather looks nasty.
National Sports World Final. National Sports World Final. National Sports World Title.
No.
Sorry,
It's very much raining. God.
Friend in the sky over you.
I don't know why I talked to you.
It probably is a really awful date.
10 seconds, everybody. Like I said, all of you.
Did your personality accidentally slip out?
Pricks. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Here we go.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Dawson.
And I'm Megan Wolf. Our main stories tonight.
I just realised I should probably have the guide open. Oops. Didn't remember when I need a press.
Uncooperative.
Here we go.
A mysterious symbol has appeared overnight.
Alright, let's give
on
Disrupt high
thousands of
strength
buildings
by
throughout the
showing
capital.
this.
Tonight, in an exclusive live interview with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, I'll be asking what this mysterious symbol might mean.
After 3 months of record-breaking approval ratings, could this be the daring first move of a silent resistance movement? And what would that mean as we go into the future?
A house divided, trapped in Dante's taint for
Okay, here we
more than
go.
a month now. Embittered
Operation
Justice
Arms
Ingrid
Race
Oswald
is the one we need to do.
And David Wong announced today that they're considering 2 possible options
It's
to end
confirming.
the growing
Yep.
tensions.
Since splitting into two opposing camps on day 4 of the expedition, relationships between the factions and their leaders have only worsened.
Dr. Wong's team have successfully prototyped what they're calling shanks of deterrence, while Drs. Forsborg and Horgensvoord claims to have fashioned a deadly toxin for the tips of her group's spears. I certainly wouldn't want to knock over their test tubes, Jeremy.
Bearing their opinions, the formerly rich are fighting back with a naked protest.
Our very own
What am I gonna do?
was on hand earlier today when this new protest group
this
first
one, I guess.
presented themselves.
It might seem amusing to us, but clearly this formerly overprivileged section of our society is not adjusting well to the new future. It's often too easy to forget that not every citizen is thriving under advance.
Table for 2. Johnny Hamsleeves and Tiffany Lamour were spotted having a private
Test results, I
moment out
think,
at lunch
yeah.
today.
The popular couple have certainly been on a roller coaster since they started dating late last year, and this image is sure to place them firmly back in the tabloids.
Johnny's secretive hospital visits have had the rumour mill churning. I think it's safe to say that they're not looking at his school report.
Is his once celebrated role model about to become the bad boy of sports?
Right, just want to make sure I got that correct. Arms race and test
And
results.
radical ideas. In an attempt to put the Mr. Snugglehugs disaster behind them,
Uh-oh.
Remington's CEO, Sophia Remington, today announced a surprising new project that already has the markets raising an eyebrow.
Known for taking
Okay,
risks,
we need
could
youth
the adventurous
employment.
CEO be leading the business giant down a dark alley, or taking it to a new level of success?
The manufacturing giant promises that the Junior Employment Opportunity Scheme will not only increase employment but also productivity. But critics are speaking out against what they're calling child labour. The scheme is being marketed under the slogan, "Lots of little hands to make lots of little things."
With that exclusive prime ministerial interview coming up later,
And our very own Patrick Bannon coming to you live from
Yeah,
the
we're gonna
first
edit
annual
sports more, guys.
Board final.
you won't want to miss a second of tonight's National Nightly News.
Da, 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 da. Okay. No interference. Hey. Hey, oh, okay. Oh God!
First tonight, after the Christmas horror caused by Mr. Snugglehugs.
Okay, here we go.
With one of the victims.
Poor 7-year-old
Timmy Tadlock,
like so many of
depression.
those affected by the Christmas bloodbath, has spent the last 3 months undergoing a series of reconstructive facial surgeries.
Yeah, we
Joyfully.
playing that Mr. Snugglehugs ad might have killed a bunch of people.
To us.
Before we go to the interview, however, this station would like to issue a full and frank apology for any part we may have played in the tragedy. We should never have advertised Mr. Snugglehugs. Without our publicity, the sheer scale of this tragedy, and now upwards of 8,000 casualties.
Oh God!
On behalf
There's
of
blood on my hands!
Sorry.
In future,
There's
we will do
blood on my
Over to Robin
hands!
Short at the Tadlock family home. Robin?
Thank you, Megan. I'm here with Mr. and Mrs.
All right.
Tadlock and their 7-year-old son.
I don't have to do much
Thanks for
more,
spending
I
time
just
with
need
us.
to do interference because that's going to come up again later.
You at all after what you lot did. Irresponsible. I mean, whose idea was this anyway?
It's all right. Wasn't your fault. As you can see, Megan, there's still a few open wounds here. I'll tread carefully. I'm going to speak to Timmy now. Hello, Timmy. Can you see me?
Mummy, who's that lady?
Oh fuck.
It's the lady from television, Timothy. She's going to.
It's the lady from television, Timothy.
Something to remember.
Don't worry, Mr. Tadlock. I wasn't the youngest ever editor of the Swinstead Middle School Inquirer for no reason. So, Timmy,
Why did you? Why is that your claim to fame?
you just unwrapped Mr. Snugglehugs, hadn't you? Was he under the tree?
Oh.
Yes, I could smell him already. He smelled like love.
Ah, yes. That'll be the fur. It's scented with hoof.
Yeah, it's a very bad night outside. What day is it? It's April. We're getting this in April?
Our cat, before he got in the way of Daddy's Porsche.
Bloody cat had a death wish.
And what did
So you
Mr.
haven't done
Snugglehugs
much.
say to you?
He blinked his real action eyes and said, "You're my very best friend. But I sure wish Mrs. Snugglehugs was here. Well, she can't be. They're just $89.99. And then it's...
They're selling one for $90? I never looked into that, but now I am! And now I'm concerned.
the general error. 41.
And is that when he burst into flames?
Careful.
And then he exploded.
Oh, look, I've asked you nicely.
And am I right in saying that one of his real action eyes is now permanently embedded in your cheek?
Yes. When I took him in at night, it glows through bandages. I know it's under there, staring at me.
Yeah, some of the other children have started calling him Timmy Three Eyes. And with his glasses, that's 5.
It's too many eyes, Robin.
And what's the last thing you remember before the darkness overtook you?
He looked at me with his one eye and laughed. Laughed as he burned.
Oh no.
Sounds very traumatic. Do you have nightmares?
Oh, right, that's quite
Do you,
enough of
Timmy?
you two coming in here with your camera trying to make a buck out of our suffering. I won't have it.
Mr. Tadlock, just a couple more questions. Timmy, do you think you will ever be what we can call
No, you've had your
normal
questions,
again?
and now look. Oh, you've made him cry with all 3 of his eyes.
Calm down, you're excited.
Do you think your parents will ever really love you again?
Right, that's it. Enough. Come on, baby. Come on.
Mr.
No.
Oh no! No!
So there you have it, Megan. Just one of the many victims of an indescribable tragedy that has shaken us.
Thank you, Robin. Harrowing stuff.
And many questions to be answered by Sophia Remington in the coming days and months, I'd wager. How will she turn this crisis around?
So, Jeremy, what are the warning signs a consumer should look out for when they're spotting a dangerous toy?
Well, Megan, experts advise to always check for the new Advance mark, which guarantee a level of safety and quality.
Yeah, can we just get a close-up on camera 3 here? So if we take a look at this National Nightly News mug, you should see the mark just on the base of it there.
In the wake of the scandal, the government were praised for their swift response in bringing in this set of stringent checks and new products.
It certainly is good to know that someone's watching out for our families.
Check your prostate is the first one.
We'll be live from the Sports Board Finals. Stick around, you won't want to miss it.
Oh,
We'll be back after these messages.
1 minute back.
Oh, sorry, I'm bursting.
She's very good.
Who?
Megan,
Yes, yes.
watch your back, Jeremy.
Sporting legend. I've got it all. 4 world championships, 2 cars.
2 cars!
And an enlarged prostate.
Alex, Bozeman, we're getting reports in that naked protesters might try and spoil the sports board.
Oh no!
Their fleshy bits about. Try and make sure you don't broadcast it. It's 6 p.m. for God's sake. No one wants to see fannies on the news. Bozeman out.
Pressure
I would expect that. Don't worry, I have a guide here, and it's gonna help me dodge the naked protesters and get me a good rating.
of an ex-wife. So what caused this? Big
2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then anything that's not 2.
in your bum. Well, sorry. Me and the doctors, we don't know. But I can tell you, as you get older, your body changes. And that's okay.
No! What?
If you're worried about...
That's what it says.
Yes, I understand that, but I always say welcome back.
I think we should just keep it as it is.
Well, of course you do. I've got one hack line.
What's that supposed to mean? I didn't write it, Jeremy.
That's all right, fine. Jenny, there's something wrong with the auto cue.
10 seconds.
Oh, I just felt a drip again. Have they not fixed this?
I want to see us fry. Good for the ratings.
5,
Rectums?
4,
Check them.
3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. I'm Megan Wolf. Coming up later, we'll be speaking to the Prime Ministers about their exciting
I think I
new
was a bit
healthcare
too early there.
facilities, transition centres.
Nice to see they care.
You're absolutely right, Jeremy. But first, we're going now to our own Patrick Bannon, who's reporting live from the finals of the new game that's gripping the nation, Sports Board. Patrick?
That's right, Megan. You joined me live here for the final of the first annual Sports Board Championship. It's been a hotly contested competition so far. I think it's fair to say
Okay.
these two have been dancing
Sports Board, baby!
Everybody's
Everybody's
We
favourite!
have Ellie Striker. She's the more experienced of our 2 players today. Striker has got an accuracy of 7, a danger rating of K, and a 12-month driving ban. Striker's known for his signature move, the Orangi hamster. And facing her tonight, hoping to prove himself with a career record of 12 outs, 14 finishes, and a divorce pending. It's Mr. Wings.
And a divorce pending.
Now, Harris. Just waiting on the ref now. The slapping ceremony is taking part. Still going on. And, Striker, of course, first to start as she won the trivia round earlier on by some margin. Harris, perhaps the brawn and not the brain. Stupid. Eddie Striker. Nice start there from Striker. She's determined not to let the nerves show. Not after last time.
After last time, what happened then?
On to Mr. Harris now. Tommy. Using his arm to pick up the ball. Not a bad shot there from Harris. Back to Striker for shots number 3. All right. She's gone to sort of throwing it under her legs. Not bad if you ask me.
Don't know why you complain. To Harris.
Bit of business with the ref, but it got sorted out. Back to Harris now. A ball in the hand is worth 2 in the bush.
Football. Move back.
I'd say that's fair, but what do I know? Oh no, and Harris is not going to be happy with
Yeah, I think that. I don't think they're gonna. Yeah.
I only hope the round 2 treats him a bit better. But first, of course, after the argument with the ref section, it's time to change ends. Now we have the ceremonial changing of the ends. And of course, now they go back to the starting positions, as that makes sense.
Right.
Striker giving it large.
Second round, Harris.
Winter round 2 now with Harris. Okay, we seem to have some sort of streak on the pitch. Apologise if we broadcast any of that stuff. She appears to have slogans across her breasts and arse.
Where do I need to go? Okay, 3.
Try and ignore all of that. Security, I'm sure we're going to take them out as soon
1.
as possible. Apologise if we broadcast
2
any of that, as I
to
said.
3. Oh no! No!
They're trying to carry on play, but it's proving a bit difficult, and I'm struggling to follow.
Oh fuck! Damn it! Fucking idiot!
Round 2 now, and Harry's absolutely determined to close that massive gap.
We'll get there eventually, guys. Don't worry about it.
No, it's just some of the tightest play I've seen ever. Harris. And was that the fitted thumb screw? We haven't seen that since the Higgs. What a brilliant move.
Yeah, I didn't really capture it that well, didn't I?
Back to Striker. And we know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. That is, of course, the ground sound.
Okay.
Excellent bit of play here on both sides of the bucket. I don't know about you at home, but I'm finding the technical mastering display here absolutely blooming jaw-dropping. The ref has spotted something in Harris's neck or head. And Harris is having an absolute shocker. What a miserable start there for Tommy Harris. But he is a late bloomer, of course, the boys said that. And after all, it is a game of 2 halves, 4 rounds and 7 subgenres. But now, of course, it's time for the half-time show.
I'm ready for the second one. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, not 1. That's the second section.
Sponsored by Remington Smith.
On my whistle.
Must be some music here to start the half-time show. Okay, another posh protester loose on the court here.
Pitbull, he says.
We can only apologise for that. We'll do our best.
Nice. I'm sorry about this. I'm just having to quickly go and go.
To look directly at it. Is running around here with his genitals on display for all to see. And ruining what was shaping up to be quite the dance interlude there. Now he's thrusting himself in Harris's face. Security's on it. And the bucket has been knocked over. I cannot stand it when the bucket gets knocked over. Hopefully he'll get taken out now. Genitals flying around for all to see. Really, if you ask me, not Sunday morning television. And out of there, hopefully taken away, never to be seen again.
Hopefully, yeah.
Ballboy cannot be in the final pose.
And a lovely finish there on both sides of the bucket. I wouldn't like to call that one. And as we
I'm trying, guys!
You know what's going on in these two players' heads. But unfortunately, because of science, we can't.
Thank you.
Because of science, we can't. Not bad. Well, that ball boy's giving me the eye all day. I don't know what's going on there. Striker there, not a great start. She looks a bit flustered, I think, after all that swinging around.
Really, you got a bet on them? Really?
Harris here. God, what I wouldn't give to be that ball. Am I right, ladies? God, what I wouldn't give to be that ball.
Patrick, no.
Tommy Harris. And it dribbled down his arm, which is actually a really good move, because of course if it dribbles down his arm and goes on the floor, it's not going in the bucket. Back to striker. And striker's gone for the animal bonus there, but of course perhaps... And yes, Harrington's counted with a tiny bell. That is a wonderful play. Of course we've seen that before. Look at her face. She is absolutely gutted. What a mug. That could have been the clincher. What a massive shame.
Harris receives possession now.
Harris to serve now. Harris, of course, undefeated by Kestrel in his last 4 battles. So, here we go. Tommy Harris. That's all right. Not bad there. He threw it quite far away from him, which is quite a good idea. Very clever there. Perhaps a little contact caution from the referee, who's being, if you ask me, a little bit harsh. Ellie Striker. And she's let the nerves get...
Hang on, I need to be ready. Right, I'll go for 2, I think.
What the hell was that? You hate to see it, don't you? You cannot believe it. Oh, for God's sake. Okay.
Yeah, at that point you just can't dodge it all.
I mean, this is a mess. I don't know what I can be doing about this. I mean, there's sort of breasts and genitals for all to see. I mean, there's only so much I can do. They're sort of everywhere, aren't they? All right, I'll try and carry on. The players are trying to carry on, but of course it's difficult because these protesters are... Hopefully we can get them taken off soon so we can carry on with the match. Nonsense is going on here. Yes.
We want our money.
Yes, very good. Take them away. Bloody wasters. Absolute wasters. Oh, jog on! It's an absolute bloody...
Whoa!
Okay, and now we're going to go into the final round. And of course, as it's a Tuesday, the final round is a mime round. Who could believe it?
It's a mime round!
Mime round. Who could believe it? Nice imaginary shot there from Harris. It really could go in there at this point. Really high-level play here from 2 absolute juggernauts of the sport.
What a sport! What a sport!
The bucket getting moved back to its proper place. About time, if you ask me. She's juggling it around from her hands. And she's put it in her mouth like as if it was an egg. And now she's and she's spat it out. She did the egg spit. So a wonderful move there, quite late on, from striker. But she's in it to win it. Harris's ball. On it.
All right.
Bonnet.
All right.
Tommy Harris here, having a bit of beef. And he's peeling it as if it were a banana, which is an interesting move. Not sure if he hasn't had his potassium or what's going on today with Harris. And he's throwing it, and the banana was the ball! What a fantastic move there from Harris. Unfortunately, that is the end. What a pathetic, there we go, Jeremy, that is over. How can he look his
fuck!
Tonight? What a lump. We just have to wait for the referee now to announce it to make sure it is all official.
Contestants in, please.
There we go.
And the winner of the first annual Sports Board Championship is everyone!
We all win! We've all won it!
As my 15th win in the Sports Board Championship, I'm going to be celebrating tonight with my wife and children. Another wonderful victory for me. Here come the on-site security to collect their medals.
Whoa! You can calm down!
Sports Ball Championships. What more is there to say? I'm Patrick Bannon. Looking forward to celebrating tonight. And all there's left to say, Jeremy, is back to you in the studio.
Patrick Bannon had an extraordinary final.
Historic sports board, Jeremy.
I didn't know you were a fan.
Oh, yeah, I can wrench a doubler with the best of them, I'll have you know.
I certainly wouldn't bet against you.
When we come back, I'll be talking live with Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement, who apparently have a big announcement you wouldn't want to miss.
That's coming up after these messages.
1 minute back.
Fucking microphone shocked me.
What?
Fucking microphone just shocked me. Where's that sound guy?
You can strengthen your face.
Everything okay?
My name's Helena Canterbury Boatshoe, and I'm 47. You know me from films like The Medicated,
I'm wearing you down.
My Puncture, and A Girl with a Heart.
Boozman again. Just heard from the chaps in maintenance that the storm is causing the odd power surge. Some of your controls might be a bit, dangerous. Now, I know you're tough and you can take the odd shock for the sake of a perfect news broadcast, but too many in quick succession can stop the old tigger. I'm sure you'll make the right decisions. Boozman out.
Formula activate the nerves, harsh chemicals from your skin.
That's so good to see you again.
Your staff seems to be in the ascendant.
I'm being electrocuted.
Bloody right, Peter Clement.
Megan skin you've come to
That's a
expect.
Furman shirt you've got there.
She's tougher than she looks. Am I here?
Here with
41% of women in the survey said they loved their visibility.
Alright, now we've got interviewees.
You'll see.
10 seconds, everybody.
No, mine's fine.
Sean, because we said so.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. I am delighted to be joined by Prime Ministers Julia Salisbury and Peter Clement. Welcome to the National Nightly News, Prime Ministers.
Oh, please, it's just Julia and Peter.
We don't believe much in titles. It doesn't seem very advanced.
We're delighted to be here.
Well, firstly, I should ask how you feel about the graffiti that's been springing up across the capital. Should we be worried?
Oh, no, you definitely shouldn't be worried.
Well, not unless you've got a fatal paint allergy.
But yes, it does seem there are still some people we haven't been able to help.
Whinges.
People who've yet to benefit.
I'm able to take a one hit initially.
And you know, Megan, as my old mum used to say, there are some pissants who just don't know how to be.
We're working hard to reach these people, find out what they're angry about and how we can help. The door to my government is always open.
Thomas, dripping on me.
But we didn't come here to talk about what may yet turn out to be some alternative arts project.
Which we no doubt will have funded.
When we want to talk to the nation about something far more exciting.
Yes, your office briefed us that you have an announcement to make, that they were being surprisingly secretive about it.
Let me ask you a question, Megan.
Hey, it's not usually how it works, but...
Scares you.
Oh, you fucker!
Scares you. I mean, really scares you.
It's death. It's talking about death.
We're all afraid of our deaths. It's part of being human.
Sorry, are you saying that Advance have cured death?
That'll be a vote winner. Yeah, that was definitely a drop there.
But while we may not have cured death, we hope we found a way to make it much less scary.
And much less painful and much less expensive. Look, which is me close-up camera. When I was 13, my mum came and got me from school. He had to go to the hospital. My granddad, he'd collapsed that morning, so we'd all to say our goodbyes. And I went in to see him, we were all frail and pale. I was scared because I'd only seen him the week before, and he'd been fit as fiddle. And he said to me, Peter,
I'm willing to take a shock for a perfect broadcast, okay?
I don't ever want to be a burden to the people I love.
Was that the last time you saw him?
3 days later, we were back home. He lived with us for 9 miserable years after that. He had to be fed with a rubber spoon. He had a commode, so he'd just take a shit right there in the lounge while we were watching football. He wouldn't even wait till half time.
Sounds,
It was awful. It were awful for us, and this is the point. It were awful for him. He could see it was destroying me, man, watching him slowly fade away. And he would beg her to turn off his breathing equipment at night, but she couldn't. It were a crime, you see. And she didn't want to lose the children, and she didn't want to lose the children.
No family should have to
To be
suffer
fair,
like
that
this.
is a pretty sad story.
And now no family will have to. The health service is today opening the first of 300 new transition centres.
The transition centres will handle everything for your last days. The legal, financial, medical and emotional costs are all catered for and paid for by the government. So even the poorest citizen gets to pass on with dignity when they choose.
And that choice is important. This is a service only for people who choose it. For people who feel they run their course. Don't want to burden themselves or their families with a slow, long, humiliating decline.
You've just given me electric shock.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
Are we still on the air, Peter?
Yes, sorry, my apologies.
Are you not worried that this new system might be open to abuse?
In what way?
Oh, God!
That the older generation might feel somewhat...
I don't think there's out too, God! Oh, God!
Sorry, the older generation might feel somewhat coerced.
To spend their final days eating gourmet food and drinking fine wine and luxury spas and gardens.
Look, I am perfectly capable of... with a rusty twat!
Prime Minister, please watch your language.
Don't get yourself sorted out.
Right.
We're launching a government information film tonight. It should tell your viewers everything they need to know.
You really do move at a breathless pace. It's hard to believe
God.
you've paid office a year.
Oh, Megan. We're only getting started.
And on that note, thank you both so much for being here. Thank you very much for being here.
Right, yes, that's all we have time for tonight. Thank yous go out to our guests. Congratulations to
What the hell has happened? Hell has erupted over.
Tomorrow night. My name is Jeremy Donaldson. You can have a peaceful night. You can.
And we're dead.
Everybody.
So they just... I don't suppose there's any way this could be a good thing.
It's my nephew, so we transitioned the moment I saw the leak.
And that's the end of the broadcast. Yeah. That was sudden. The X button isn't doing anything. Please help. Okay, I got booted out anyway. So, it just got completely worse. Oh, that was rough. How was that breathtakingly good, I must add? The full rages. How much do we get? None. Okay. Anyway, alright. So that's it for episode 3 of this series. Shops on the Rise. We're gonna show the Crazy Neo Lab. So next episode, we're gonna tackle 2 broadcasts. Because that's how we need to do. Because day, the lockdown doesn't really matter. However, I need to do it anyways. So we're going to do that, and then we'll do day 232, the silence as well. So, yeah. Anyway, one last thing. Crazy Neil, because I can't play it due to the fact that doing it would probably cause him to not be dead, because he's basically dead if you don't really give him enough to do. Anyway, let's see. Let's see the Crazy Neil advert today.
This is Crazy Neil's extra exciting bed and crazy cushion Easter extravaganza. We're going to give you crazy bed prices. You want just a mattress? We're going to ship them. They're water damaged. And we don't mean a little light drizzle. We mean soaking. They're taking up space. This has got the crazy feel of an Easter Neil deal. We've got beds, cushions,
Oh,
beds
God.
with cushions, beds
No.
without cushions,
Stop.
beds with
No.
curtains, bedside tables, pictures you can put on your wall, cushions
Cushions
that
that
when you
are-
sleep, they'll light up your life.
Oh.
A bed that helps you to
It's not levitate.
levitate. To Crazy Neil this Easter. Don't be lazy. Let's get
crazy.
You want to sleep on your lawn? We've got flower beds.
We've even got a day.
Sling a hammock. We'll throw in the trees for free. You need a sleeping bag. We've got men's sleeping bag, boys
sleeping bags, man.
adult sleeping bags,
Sleeping bags, you can live it down, just feet out.
Beds you can sleep on your front, back, head. You got piles. We got
Got cushions for miles.
Michelangelo spent all his time on his back painting because he couldn't afford a bed. And we say we're going to come down on prices so hard they're going to look flatter than an elephant in a pancake throwing competition. It's an Easter deal with Neil appeal. You want to come down and arm wrestle me? Ah!
Oh, I love it. I love this. Right, that's it for today. See you in episode 4, whenever that comes out.